So if you didn't watch last episode, we released our first few movies, as you can see. These are the ratings we got: 7.4, 7, 8.3, 7.6, and also the bottom rating. So that's the general audience rating, and this is the critics rating. So, you know, all of our movies made profit, which was good. This was our best performing movie. 16.5 million domestically. None of them won awards or anything like that, but, you know, we're not really going to win awards. We've got our 2 employees, and one of our objectives is to move to a small office. We currently have enough research points to do that, so that is what we are going to spend our research points on. So we've unlocked it, and I've blindly not saw what move offices, so let's click that. So we can go from tiny office to small office, so our max capacity goes from 2 employees to 5. It's going to cost us 20 mil to move in, and the monthly cost is higher. I guess we've got to do it if we want to make better movies, so let's move into our new office. These trophies aren't legit because we haven't actually won anything yet, but we need more than 40 million in our bank now, which is a way off because we've just spent an absolute fortune trying to get in here. But let's look at our staffing. Let's see if we can scout anyone else. So no, we can't just yet. We need a marketing department, production department, and analytics department. So we've got 13 research points, so we can't afford anything with that. But what do we need for these different departments? So scouting, we go to senior scouting. Not really bothered about any of that right now. So let's, I guess, just make a movie. So if we go to new movie, it's going to have to be a new movie because we haven't got enough research points to do sequels yet. So we'll go small budget again. You get more XP for doing the categories you haven't done before. So we could do sci-fi. Let's see what themes we've got. We don't really... We sort of want to... Yeah, sci-fi and space. You know for a fact they're going to go well together. And we'll go PG with that because kids will probably love that kind of movie. Go over our director. We always look for a good balance. So we sort it by cost. And then we just scroll down sort of and look what a good balance would be. That's not too bad. Let's carry on going down a bit more. So, to be honest, they're not looking that great. This one's quite good. But you look at his popularity. It's not very high at all. Maybe we might have to spend a little bit more. Again, they're not... All of them are pretty terrible. So I guess we'll go with this one. That's a bit unfortunate. We'll go with our lead actress or actor. Let's have a look. 99.27, 99.65. That's not too bad, but pretty expensive. This one's okay. 24. I think we'll probably go with this one. And then we'll put me on production. So we've got to hit the target for that, which is fine. And then we've got to name the movie. I think that's quite a basic and simple title, but let's say, you know, Earth is, I don't know, falling apart or failing. We need to move to a different planet. So, Last Horizon seems fine to me. Haven't got any supporting roles yet, which is unfortunate. That is something we could look at. But let's click next and we'll fast forward. So this is the cost that it's currently going to take out of our bank account. As you can see, the months are moving on as we're doing this. And we have to set, we've got like an allocation here we have to set with these sliders. Obviously, we can't go over budget. So we write in costume and makeup and set design. Because we're in space, you do sort of want a good set and costume. It doesn't really make sense to do on location, considering we can't actually go into space. Thematic furniture would make sense, which is pretty cool. And I guess a large studio set for like a big spaceship kind of thing. So this is going to be the first time we've actually selected 2 different premium features. So it's going to cost a lot of money, but I'm hoping it sort of pays off. Let's have a look. No, we didn't get any awards. But I just noticed that as the months are rolling in, that TV's just changed. So that's a pretty cool feature of this game. So premium features, we don't have any for the post-production planning. Special effects, we're in space. And the sound needs to be good. I think maybe we go more special effects because we're in space. I think that sort of makes sense to me at least. Yeah, that TV changed once we went through the months, which is pretty cool. We're not going to win. Unfortunately. Right, so we do have a sales guy. He's been learning his weakest skills. But his trust is now higher than it was when we first employed him, which is good. So, target is all matched or above, which is great. So, let's see if he can find us a good deal. So, he basically just finds us good deals with the distributors. Hopefully he finds us a good deal. So we now have 5 choices. So we've got 48, 47, 45. So what we need to do with these guys is check how much they charge or how much their fee is, when the dates are, and then if any of the themes match. So none of these themes match with us, but this is a generalist. If we go and look, we've got August, May, July, May. So these are the movies that are coming out, and then it will tell you if the genres are matching with ours or not. No movies come out then, which is interesting. August there's only 2 movies, but that's 1.5 stars. I'm thinking we could go this guy. Prestige, well, the prestige level's higher. 47 as well. Thinking about going with this one. It's just both got 5 movies coming out, but none of them match. So you know what, we'll go with this one because his prestige level's very high. Let's see what the critics think. Okay, it's a bit of a weird one again. We've got 2 high reviews and then 3 lower reviews. It's 7 and 6.9. So again, it's pretty mid film, not the greatest, but it doesn't matter as long as it makes us money and it's in the profit. Doesn't. Oh, it's already in 1 million, so that's pretty interesting. I didn't think it'd make that much. 1.2 mil. That's pretty good. So as you can see, this is what it makes, and then after all the fees, this is the number we really care about, so the profit loss. So we'll go next. We made some money, and then what I like to do is we'll go onto our movies, to the last horizon. We can generate a insight, so we go on our thing, pick our analyst team, which is me, basically, and then we can let him analyze the movie, and he'll tell us what we picked well and what we picked quite poorly. So let's see if we made the right decisions. So no. Set design. So we're a bit below that. But the pairing insight, orange is sort of neutral. I thought that PG would be like good for a kids film. I guess they wanted us to be a bit more grown up about it. But, you know, we live and we learn. So we've got 110 research points now. So if we go to here and we look at the business, we can do sequels, which I'm sort of leaning towards. Analytics, I'm also leaning towards, but then you have to unlock production. Thinking. We save and go for production, so that's what we're going to do. Let's create a new movie. Again, we're going to go small, as we can't afford anything else. I think we're going to keep going with the ones we haven't done before, because it's more XP. So we go mystery or thriller. I'll go mystery. What would that pair with? Mystery and murder, like a murder mystery. They go well together. Look at our production costs. I think in the long run, the difference isn't really that much. So this tells you how much per time mission. Okay. Okay then. So that takes part of the profits. I didn't actually really look at that category before. So it's definitely something to look at. Want to look for green and blues or 2 blues. Let's have a look. 50k, 1%. This one looks okay. 67.99, only 0.5. So we'll go with this person. And the actor, go down. This one looks good straight away. It's calling me out. 2. Again, that's good ratio. That's a good ratio as well. 25, 20k, 2%. That looks good. 38. Obviously, that's the popularity that they have. I think we're going to go with that one. Then obviously put me on production again. The rating, murder mystery, probably best to put that as an R. And then we also need to name it. We'll go with the simple name, Silent Hour. And we'll click next and see. So it's 500k already. I'm quite enjoying this game though, so in the comments, please let me know if you are enjoying these kind of games, because there are a few. There's also one called Game Dev Tycoon, which you can make your own games and consoles, which is a really old game. Well, it's not really old, but it's one of the first games I played when I bought my PC, so we could look at playing that as well. So just let me know what kind of games you'd like me to play, like whether it prefer these or a totally different category, and I'll have a look at what games you suggest. But let's get to our budget allocations. So it's a murder mystery, so on location would be cool for that. And then again, thematic furniture, we might as well just select that because it's pretty cool anyway. By the way, so basically each premium feature has this here, so if it doesn't get a audience score above 8 then this feature will basically be void. So it won't even count, which is pretty bad. So a minimum budget allocation for this category. So if we don't have more than 40 as well, that's what that red thing is. So we basically have to put that to 40. So put that to 40. Costume writing, set design. Why not? 2.4 mil already. That's quite a lot. We didn't win anything this time either. So these are just plastic fake trophies at the minute, unfortunately. No categories for this. So special effects. We don't really want too many special effects. It's a murder mystery. So we could do 20% and do 40 on these. Shit, maybe even... You know what? 10% special... I don't know, actually. I don't want to go too bad on the special effects, but... The murder mystery at the end of the day, you're only going to need a bit of blood. It's more about the writing. So, you know. We didn't win. Again, unfortunately. Let's put our sales guy on it. So, obviously... As they go on, they get better skills, so that's good for us. Let's hope they can get us some good deals again. Still need to get to that 40 mil, which is going to take a little while. So let's have a look. We've got even more now. So they match our genre, and they're 42%. So what we're looking at, 2-star, 3, 4, September, August, June, July, September. I'm not even going to look at the rest. No movies, and they match our genre. So, I'm just going to go with those. Don't have to convince me. So, let's hope. Because it's, again, pretty expensive movie. So, let's hope we can make some profit on this one. 7.5, 7.5, 7, 7, 7.5. Okay. To be fair, I don't really care what the critics think. As long as the audience enjoy it, that's what matters, and they found it amazing. So that's pretty cool. That means that the on location counted, basically. So let's see if this jumps up or not. Okay, so we're going to break even at least. See how much money we can make. Okay, $1 mil. What is this? The dawn of home entertainment. The movie industry is buzzing with enthusiasm as the revolutionary beta. Okay, then. Oh, yeah, because we're in 1976, so this makes sense. Audiences can bring their favourite films into the... I didn't even think about that, to be honest. That they have to go to the movies. They can't even watch them at home. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can make over $1 mil for this movie. We did just about make over $1 mil. After all the losses, all of these fees, etc. 1.1 mil. So, let's just double check the training. So, he hasn't really got a weak thing now. So, I did put him to train his weakest skill, but I'm just going to put all skills now. Don't actually remember what I set myself to do. So, insights, networking. We don't really need to do that. We'll just do production. So we'll go strongest skill and sort of just focus on production. So we'll keep doing that for now. What we can do is still nowhere near 40 mil, but now we've got the research to go into our production. So if we click unlock for that, again, we can probably get a few more things here. But we'll look at that after. Post-production, maybe. Not actually got any of that yet. Let's think. We could do accent coaches. That sounds pretty interesting. Obviously, more authentic then. So now we can go to our staff and look at trying to hire a producer. So, we're going to do word of mouth. So let's just start that search. Won't start a movie until we've got this done, because we want this producer in our next movie. Didn't win. Oh well. Not the end of the world. So these are the traits. So again, let me just go back to this staff. So, we're creative, and so is this guy. And as you can see, it says loves creative colleagues, likes audacious colleagues, doesn't mind meticulous colleagues, and dislikes planners. So that is something to remember when we hire new staff. You sort of want them all to be, you know, working together. You don't want them to hate each other. Obviously, that doesn't sound ideal. Market rates average, that's good. These are all average as well. So let's look at what we want. These balanced, well, they're all quite... This person's pretty bad, to be honest. These three are the main ones. This person's audacious. They like audacious colleagues. This person is meticulous. Doesn't mind meticulous. I think we should probably go with this one, to be honest. Their skills are good as well. Producers. Markets. I mean, they're just below the most expensive, but they fit in with our current employees. So that's cool. So now they're idle. We'll train them. Let's just say all skills. I'm not a big fan of romance movies, but you know, I mean, we could do one. Do a horror. That'd be quite cool. Horror and ghost. Perfect. Why not? And we'll go. Again, PG-13 or R ratings. Let's go on R. And we'll pick our director. So. Again, if we go back actually, let's go and put both people on this. Which is cool. And then pick our director. So 50k. Okay, that's quite high. Let's have a look if we got any more good balance. Not really. Probably go with this one. I know it's a lot, 3.5% as well. We'll change our lead role. That's good. And it's only 0.5%. I'm picking that straight away. And we need to come up with a name. So let's look at our targets. That's good. That's not quite there. And the reputation's not quite there. But let's come up with a name. We've got a sort of a spooky name below the floorboards. I thought, why not? So we'll click next. Speed it up. 550k so far. Are we going to win an award? No, we're not. Sort of expected, really. I'm putting the most high budget movies out there. So what do you want with a sort of a horror movie? You want good costumes. So look at location. Large studio sets and on location. To me, it doesn't really matter about either of those things. Thematic furniture sort of makes sense. I guess you could have large studio sets. But then again, you have to put set design up. Let's not do that. Let's just go with this. So 30% writing. Costume and makeup, you want that high because, obviously, you want the scary people, scary ghosts to look realistic. We'll go right, maybe 35, that makes sense. 1.2 mil so far. Not terrible. So that's our company prestige. It's 1.6. It's not too bad. Again, sound recording. Now we can do an accent coach, which, I mean, to be honest, doesn't really matter that much. We'll put one in anyway. Special effects and sound design. Yeah, you want that high with a ghost sort of movie. Next, 1.7 million. Probably 1977. So we're quite a way away from modern times anyway. Third party sales team. Put our guy on it. He's hitting all those targets, which is great. Gets us plenty of distributors. I'd like to go overseas eventually. That'd be nice. Let's have a look what he's got us. So, 43, 42. I don't really mind too much about the fees as long as we have something that matches. Nothing really matches. That's 3-star and 45%. What's coming out? 2 movies. Oh, this one. 3 movies. Let me go with this one. 3-star. Generalist. We'll just see what happens when we release this. 7.5, 6.5, 9.5, 8, 7. Okay. What does it end on? 2 mil maybe? Nearly. There is one thing I forgot to do as well before, which is if we go back to our your movies, just click on this and have a look. Fortunately not. We forgot to do our analytics. So if we pick our analyst, generate insights, this will generate our insights for the movies. So for that movie, we had good, which is look green, excellent. So the good pairing of themes and genres. We sort of went away with the set design. Unfortunately, we went a bit too high on that. It's fine. Did half of it well enough, and then we'll quickly do the newest movie we've released as well. So with this movie, we sort of missed the spot on the set design and special effects, which is unfortunate. But the reviews were okay, so I mean, not the end of the world, is it? So pause that. Go to our research. What do we want to unlock next? So I'm sort of thinking about sequels, which sounds good to me. Or we could add second genres to movies. Analytics. We could do that. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's do that, because that allows us to sort of see what's going to be popular. God knows shooting. Not much on here again. Gore effects maybe. We'll do that. Why not? So trends. This is interesting. Discovered trends. We haven't discovered anything yet because we need to hire someone to do that. So let's scout a analyst. Again, word of mouth, because we're not going to be able to do anything else. We haven't got the research unlocked for that. Again, we need to remember we need to hire someone that sort of gels with our staff. So currently we have staff members that are creative and audacious. So let's look at the candidates. They're all average, low. Okay, interesting. Good look at that, I suppose. So foresight, trend analysis, and insights. Obviously, we can train them, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But this person is a planner. Unfortunately, I think it was our creative that dislikes that. Yeah, don't like planner colleagues. And they also don't really like them either. That's unfortunate. Good balance. They hired. Perfect. So, how do we go about this now? Finance, staffing, research, analytics. Let's have a look. So, insights. Generate trends, theme trends. So we can do that ourselves. So if we look, we can do some of the insights. And I didn't actually realise we've got a better insight than them, which is actually pretty funny. Let's just get their... Oh, that's the wrong person. It's this person. Let's get their training going. So all skills. I didn't realise that we could do that ourselves. Can we do this? So that's the question. No, we can't. So we couldn't do that anyway. So that's fine. Get them to do theme and... Can we do both at the same time? No, we can't. We do one at a time. So we do the genres first. And nowhere near that. So I guess over time they'll just find that stuff out. I think. That's how that works. I mean, look. 2%. Give it a month. Quickly look at analytics. Does it show? Neutral, neutral, neutral. So we don't want biographies. Don't want sci-fi. Don't want thrillers. Okay. Noted. So if we go new movie. Like a small budget, of course. Fantasy. Do a fantasy movie. Or a thriller again. Do fantasy. We'll go... We quickly switch into that, which is fine. Fantasy. Was that bad or... No, I don't know. We'll go fantasy. We haven't done that yet. And we'll go the theme. You sort of want... The fantasy. You could do mythology. Do mythology because it's fantasy. But it is a PG-13. Why not? A director. 50k, 80, 69. That's pretty good. And the 39 on the domestic. Probably gonna have to be that. Let's put our production team on it. We'll choose our lead role. This is the name we come up with, Mythbound. I mean, you know, some mythology makes sense. We'll click next. So as we're making the movies, they're coming up with these genres. So I can tell, I guarantee we'll go onto our genres and people won't want fantasy movies. So costumes and makeups, we could put gore because it's a mythology. So it'll be like, you know, Romans, etc. So we'll do that. We'll go to costume and makeup and set design. Location, we could do on location. So we need to go down with writing actually. Can we go down with that instead? Go 40 and 30, 30. Yep, so we'll do that. Core effects and thematic furniture as well. So we'll do 3 things. Can we do 3 things? Yep, 1, 2, and 3. Probably is going to be our most expensive movie we've done to date. Because we've selected 3 things. Sound recording and accent coach. That makes sense. Sound design needs to go up. Special effects can go up. Next, 3.16. It's quite expensive. Still haven't won an award yet, unfortunately. Distribution type is the same again. Sales team. Oh, he's now not a junior. He's now a mid. It's pretty cool. He's even better. So let's see if he can get us better deals. Let's click genres quickly. Where are we? Fantasy. Oh, okay. Good. Surprise. The right thing. Let's see what we've got. So, okay, they've got our theme. 46, 42. I mean, they're only 1.5 star rating wise. It's interesting. 3 movies, none of them match. With this got on as well. 4 movies, none of them match. I'm kind of, I don't know really. I mean, these match our genre, so yeah, why not? Got a lot of money to make back though. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Let's hope we can make back our money. 8.5, 7.5, 7. Okay, works for me. Not the greatest movie ever, but Still pretty good. See if we can make that money back. Okay, I'm going to make money back, which is good. See how much. 1 million already. Okay, not bad. 1.3. I think we need to go to research. 1.3. Hopefully get it into the international market. So if we pause, look at research. You know what? We'll quickly analyze that movie. We'll put us on it because we're actually better than the other person. Click research. Click play actually while we do that. We want to try and get it. So themes, we're not really bothered. I didn't even realise this was a thing. Home entertainment's 100. So an okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. I was going to try and do either medium-sized budgets or trying to get us, you know, more international sales. But I guess we could go to home entertainment. You know what? Let's do it 100. So, re-release movies in different editions. Okay, that's interesting. Essentials or fan favorite? That's a question. So, let's you re-release your films on home entertainment in fan-friendly light edition featuring blooper reel. That sounds cool. Or TV spots and behind-the-scenes features. Let's do essentials. Why not? And we'll do that next. So, we'll have to figure out how we can do that. Ancillaries revenue. Okay, that's cool. Film industry faces transformative shift. Production costs continue to climb. Okay, that's not good. Home entertainment, VHS. So maybe we sort of try and go for more sales. Home sales. That makes sense. Production costs have gone up. Fantasy, we were out. I don't think we've actually hit a good one on this yet, unfortunately. So how do we do that? That's the question. So, analytics. With genres, what have we got? So musicals are good at the minute. Crime's very good. Okay, so we could go with crime. I'm trying to think now how we can get. So if we go on here, is there any way we can get these ancillaries? Maybe we just have to make a new movie. Let's do that. Let's make a new crime movie because that was popular. So we'll go small budget. Where's crime? Here it is. Crime. And could do hacking. Crime, murder. Or crime and revenge. We'll do crime and revenge because we haven't actually done that one yet. And we'll put both of our guys on it. 91, 20. That's nearly there as well. Right, let's go for a director. Let's see what we can get. That's... These two are good. That's terrible. Unfortunately. Not really that many options. This one looks like the wrong. We're going to have to go for lead role. That's good, but expensive. That's quite balanced. That's good, but quite low there. I think we maybe have to choose... This one's... It's just too bad on the domestic. Maybe this one. When you come up with a name. I think the debt collectors... Cool-ish name. And for revenge and crime, I mean, debt collecting makes sense. I'll click next. We won't click next. We need to click a rating. It probably would be PG-13. Maybe R rating. I think PG-13 is fine. It's not that bad. Nearly 1 million already it's cost us. I want to get this up, definitely. So we'll look, as soon as we can do anything about ancillaries, try and sell some VHS tapes. We're at pause, so that's not going to make any difference. Check the analytics quickly and look at the genres. They're still happy, so that's good. So, costume and makeup. Gore effects. Yeah, we need gore effects. Location. Thematic furniture. Yeah, we always do that. And then, we could do on location depending on where it is. Or large studio sets. Let's do on location. Set design up. Cool. We should keep an eye really on our analytics from our previous movies because that'll tell us what we're doing wrong on this slider. Accent coach. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? So, can we not... We can't jump out of that either, unfortunately. We'll go special effects. Sound or editing. We'll go... There we go. Why not? Costing us 5 million already, which isn't great. Distribution type. So, can we select something else here? So, we obviously is good. Home entertainment costs are covered by the distributor. Okay, so that might be in the next section. hoping it's in the next section because we really want to make this go up. So let's have a look. Any of them match? No, unfortunately not. That's 49%, 52%, but it's 5-star. You know what? I might just choose this, and they've only got 3 movies. I'm going to choose these guys. Just because I've never actually chosen a 5-star prestige level. Oh, and we can click trends there as well, which is quite cool. But we'll click next. And see if we can make our money back, because this movie is very expensive. Probably our most expensive movie yet. 6, 8, 7, 7, 5. I didn't do too well. To be fair, the fans didn't mind it. Critics didn't like it at all. Silent Hour is now in your back catalogue. Okay. Let's see if we can make our money back. I don't. This might be our first loss. It is, yeah. That's unfortunate. That's our first loss, 1.3 million. That's awkward. Again, home entertainment. How do we get that? I'm going to have a quick look if I can find out how we can get our home entertainment. So we were off the mark with that crime, unfortunately, as you can see. I have just realised there's actually the ancillaries page here, so we're going to have a look at that now. So we can scout, select, special editions, and catalogue. So if we scout deals, which we need to anyway, it's going to cost us 2 mil to do this. Okay, now, do we want to do that? Wow, this guy's good enough to do it. Actually, I'll say that, he's actually not. So maybe we wait until his skills are a little better, because it's going to cost a fortune as well. We haven't got any deals. But can we do special editions without any of those deals? Maybe. So Essentials Edition. Ashes of Tomorrow. 10 years. The film earned home... Okay, then. So that's first 20 years post-release. We can do that, but we don't have a deal. So there's not point... I don't think there's any point in doing that, is there? New release. Time left 3 years. A Debt Collector. So that was one of our newest movies, which didn't go very well. I'm thinking about doing one of these, but again, if we don't have a deal, we can't do it. So we'll wait till Gary's a little bit higher skill before we look at some deals. But we've got a few research points that we need to actually do. We could do moderate training. So moderate training costs a few RP per month. More intense training, the more costly it is, but more efficient. Okay, we could do that. We'll have a look at these as well. Obviously, we've just done that, so we're not going to do any more. Post-production. A few options to choose. Production as well. Again, business. We could do multi-genre, which sounds pretty fun. So I'm thinking we'll either do that or sequels. I think we could do sequels. Let's do a sequel. We can make a franchise then. So I'm thinking of doing a sequel of the first movie we made, Secret Assassin. So if we look at the, we'll do basically the exact same, so action. But because now we can see these insights, we can sort of basically perfect it. I'm thinking we do another one of those movies. They both loved it. Yeah, why not? So can we, if we go new movie, how do we go new IP, or can we just choose or build franchises? So sequel. Oh, okay. So we'll literally just click on this. Create an original IP. So let's do, I think we did the first movie we did. That makes sense. So I think we should go with the first movie we created. So we'll call it Secret Assassin Shadow Protocol. I think that's a decent name. It's better than just putting Secret Assassin 2. So we'll put our team on top of that. Small action, that's already locked. We've got our lead role back, which is pretty cool. And we'll go for our director now. So we'll have a look at like a balanced direct. That looks good. Straight away, I'll see that. Click that one. And we'll click next. 1 minute's cost so far. Hopefully, we know what we're doing now. Because if we look on our insights, which we can't do. Yeah, we can. If we go back to our first movie, it shows us the insights here. So we sort of know what we're doing. Compared to this. So we need to go less on the writing and more on the music. So that's exactly what we're going to do as soon as we fast forward a little bit. Have we won an award? No, we haven't. We haven't actually got much money left. We might go bankrupt, which hopefully we don't. So writing needs to go down. So let's do what? 15. Go set design and costume and makeup. Set design and costume and makeup more. Do gore effects. Location. They make furniture. Cool. So I think we've hopefully got it down now. And then also our music needs to go up. Special effects can come down. Editing can come down a little bit. And we'll go accent coach. Cool. Hopefully we make more money because we're about to go bankrupt. Distribution type, obviously the same. But our sales guy, he knows what he's doing. So he's going to find us some good deals. We've run out of money. Let's take an 8 million loan. We've already got 2 loans, which isn't ideal. So hopefully we can make our money back quite quickly. We also need to find ancillaries. So we need to do that ASAP. 49, 47, 49, 48, 46. What does that mean? Don't know what that means. I don't know why it's shining like that at me. Is that the guy we did before? I don't know. Is that just the one I've chosen? Oh, I don't know what that means. But we'll click next on it. Because it's flashing at us. 7.5, 8, 5. Oh, God. Okay, so it didn't do that well. Basically, like the first movie, had some good reviews and then some bad reviews. Well, we're basically broke even already. So we've made some money, which is good. Below the Floorboards is now in back catalogue. Cool. So 1.4 mil. That's not ideal, but we made money. So happy days. If we pause, 150 research points. Obviously, our ancillaries, we've unlocked the essential editions, but we don't actually have a deal yet. So I'm thinking about doing multi-genre. But then again, I sort of want moderate training as well, so we can get our guy. Is it Gary, our market? Yeah, he's in marketer. I think we get Gary on a bit of a more intense training. So we'll do all of them. And then we'll look for a deal. We'll do one more movie and then we'll look for a ancillaries deal. So as you can see, for this, look at the targets. They're very high, which we don't have. So hopefully before we do that, we'll quickly do a movie. But if we go on our genre page, because we've been doing our musicals are popular. So you know what we're going to do? New movie. We haven't done musicals before either, which is good. So what do musicals go with? Doctor? Probably not. Probably not many of these. Let's try and think. No hacking, no business. You can do a Doctor musical? Really? I don't really know if that makes sense, but you know what? We'll do it because I haven't done that either. And we'll go PG because it's a musical. Director. We don't want anything too extravagant here. A good balance. That's a good balance. Put our guys on it. And Nora. Plenty of reputation. PG. Lead role. Again, balanced. We don't want to pay too much. That's 30k for that. That's just... We've got 30k or 20k. We'll do 20k. And we need a name. So we've got Melody in the ER. So, you know. Not going to get any better than that from me. Next. 1 million already. I think really we just need to be on... As soon as a movie gets released, that's it. Straight in and do the next one because our monthly costs are quite high. Which have we done recently? Let me just double check and go on our new movie. And we need to create... There we go. We need to create a little insight. So we'll get our analyst to do that while we work on our movie. Hoping that doesn't take her off. Having a look at the genre trends. We'll see. If we click on that. Let's have a look, actually. Too late. Locked into this. So, costumes and makeup. We definitely don't want gore effects in a musical. Don't really need anything like that. Thematic furniture, I guess. Writing. You want good well, musical, really. Set design. You want good costume and makeup. That's the problem. Alright, let's click next. Go on our analytics. Does that take it away from that? No, she's still on it. But musicals are popular, so we'll do a musical. Okay, so we did increase our action, but it still wasn't enough. So I think it's given us a more accurate view of what we need now because our analyst is better. Unfortunately, we didn't quite make the cut on that one. We didn't do it on this either, so we'll quickly get her to do an insight for that. screenwriting is just about to complete. So we'll go accent coaches. I mean, they're not going to be doing much on that. Especially, do you know what? I'm going to max out this. I go 25, 25, 50. Because you want good sound design and music with a musical, obviously. So we'll do that. I think we've done all the rest of the movies. Yeah, we did the rest of the movies. So we've just got that one to make a report on. Hopefully Gary's training's coming in handy. So we can get this ancillaries deal set. So what do we need? Third party. Get our guy on it. Not the highest, but it's high enough for this. What I need him to do. Crime. We somehow got the perfect costume and makeup set. Writing, not quite. Well, that lost money, so we're not going to talk about that too much. Gary's trying his hardest to train. Hope we'll make some money because we're going to go bankrupt again. So, musical. That's good. So we're going to ignore the rest and look at these two. 48%. What movies are out? 6 movies. Okay, both are 6 movies. We'll just take the one with the less fee. Let's see if this is a success. We sort of need it to be, really, because we've only got 6 mil left. We're sort of living on the edge here a little bit. Let's see. About to release. See what we make. 7.5, 6.5, 7, 7, 6.5. Not great. Not terrible. Can we go and quickly get an insight done for that? By us, because we've got a better stats than our analyst, which makes no sense, really. I don't know if we're going to make money on this. Yeah, we made a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. Musical, editing. Oh, right. Went the wrong way with that one. How much money are we going to make? Only a little bit. So I think what we do is pause. Let's check what Gary's stats are. They're still not high enough, really, to be able to negotiate an ancillaries deal, which is unfortunate. Let's look at research and look what we can do. I think it's probably time to be doing medium-sized movies, but we can't afford that yet. We need 250 research. So we'll do one more movie, and then probably end the episode there, because it's been nearly 40 minutes for me. We'll go small again, and we'll go adventure and space. Sounds pretty cool. And we'll go PG 13. Director, let's have a look. I mean, he's got no domestic popularity, but he's cheap and he's really good, so we'll do that. Lead role, again, we want this to be a cheapish movie because we're just doing it for the research points. We'll put us 2 on it. Need to name the movie. We've got Galactic Outlaws, so we'll click next. Don't think we're going to do any special effects on this movie. Just straight movie to get research points, and that is that. Click next. Hopefully they're in, actually. We didn't really check the genres, to be fair. Probably should have done that. That would have made more sense. Genres. Romance, thriller, fantasy. Adventures are okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with that. So I'd say we want good set design, good costume. Well, you want, obviously, good everything, really. Gore effects, no. Like I said, we're not going to do any of these just because we want to make the movie, get it out there so we can get these research points, but also stay open because we're sort of on the borderline of nearly losing it, really. We don't want to do that at all. Hope Gary, what's Gary doing? Is he on a good skills? I don't know how his training works, to be honest, because he hasn't actually increased that much, which is unfortunate. But he's still working on his training, so we can't have a go at him too much. So we're going in, Gary. Go on, Gary. Get it sorted for us, please. So this guy, Walt Disney, that's pretty funny. Walt Disney. Matches your genre. We'll have to go with this one, I think. It's got 2 matches, and it's 52%, which is quite high, but at the end of the day, it matches, so hopefully it's a good movie. Getting more than 40 million in our bank account right now is not something that looks possible. Back in your catalogue. So let's see what happens. We've got enough research points now to get the medium movies, so we'll probably look at that in the next episode. Okay, this movie looks like it's done okay. Okay, now is it going to make us any money? Okay, let's hope. So you can get good ratings, but if it's not making us good money, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't look like it's going to make us great money. Hopefully we break even. Fortunately not. So that's a bad end to the episode. But I think next episode we'll pause for now. Definitely look at medium movies. That is something we definitely need. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.